and look at Ranch Noble, right? This guy kept the camera from the GMS Las Vegas camp. We sent them our backup camera so they could do the work. We sent them everything they needed for their camera, man. We sent them an SD card, like a 16 megabyte or 32 megabyte, I don't know, with a 1-year warranty. We sent them, we bought a charger and had it mailed to their address. Extra batteries. Got it there, speed delivery. Ranch Noble, where the fuck were you at with the camera, man? You ain't doing the work. You ain't no friend, man. You ain't a brother. You don't bless dudes like that. That's an enemy that's as a heathen, man. He's not an enemy that's a brother in the truth. And then I'll even put the order out for no one to have no contact with Ranch Noble. And some of you idiots were still contacting Ranch Noble, man. So when Alize and Marcella got kicked out from this camp and they ran down to San Diego, to this day, you still have their phone numbers? What are you doing? Contacting them? Telling them that you still forgive them? Like, the Most High knows the hearts and intents of men. If you truly forgive them, the Most High knows. You don't got to go express that to them. Now that's on you whether you do it or not, but damn, you don't have to do that.
Hey, but you know, if some niggas trespass against you that was in the camp they were in, previously in the camp, they trespass against you and they get kicked out and they're cast out as a heathen man and a publican, like the scriptures say, that's that, man. Why do you need to be in contact with these niggas? And he probably was in contact with them this whole fucking time, which that's going off.
And which that was the original problem, was he had a problem with order. If I would have known he had their numbers like that, and I would have gave him the order to delete those and have no contact with them, it would have been a whole nother issue. He'd be like, well, who are you to tell me who I can and cannot talk to?
Hey, cause that's being a busybody, man. Telling camp affairs to some niggas.
Yeah, what do they have? They have no business with our Father, man. Fallouts like that have no business with our Father. And the scriptures tell you, you know them by their fruits. You will know them by their fruits. So what fruits have Alize and Marcella kept up, man? They're real slack with their work and their sit-downs and bullshit, man. Real slack. It's Comic-Con out here, man, so...
But to them it is not given.
Start that scripture.
Matthew 13:11. He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, and who has revealed unto us the mysteries, man? It's been through the Spirit of the Most High. The elders is the ones who revealed the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven unto us, man. So for you, brothers act like if it wasn't for the elders, they would know the breakdown of Revelation and Daniel, man.
Right.
Without the elders properly breaking that down, man. I thought you was about to be an asshole. Without the elders properly breaking that down, brothers wouldn't know the true breakdown of Revelation and Daniel's. All right, that came from the elders, man. So for you to try and come with some wayward doctrine in the other madness he was talking about, that's totally off, man. That's totally off. All right, go ahead.
But to them it is not given.
But unto them it is not given, man. It clearly ain't given to Tazabah to understand the breakdown of Luke the 6th chapter, man. All right, new brothers in the truth can see that, man.
Hey, you know, and let this be said and known too, because this brother's calling it, and it might come to fruition. He said, now don't be surprised if you see Tazabah go down to San Diego with Alize and Marcella in the next couple weeks, because the situation is, you know, this brother lives with 3 of the brothers, well, 3 of the guys, Tazabah being one of them, okay? He's not going to stay in that house with these guys. He's moving out and getting his own spot. So everyone else, hey, they're on their own too. So, you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see where he goes, man. Or maybe one of them move up here to do the work with him.
And you know, I think the reason why he called them niggas and said, you know, his apologies are not apologies. I forgive you. Whatever he said to them, trying to patch up whatever discrepancies they might have had. The reason why in my spirit, the reason why I believe he did that is because he knows that he came at brothers with that doctrine, and brothers was like, nah, that's off. He came at me with that, no, that's off. He came with that man, no, that's not the true breakdown of that scripture. So he probably was feeling in his spirit, okay, the Most High, you know, about to weed me out of here. So what's he gonna do? Weasel down there to some niggas that he's been in contact with for God knows how long, and get right with them before the judgment call came down through the spirit for him to be about the camp, man.
Well, the call was already made. It just wasn't. The papers weren't served. They were already signed. They just weren't served. The papers were already signed. It wasn't served. So really, and I don't care. You quit or whatever. The whole point is though, you're not a part of GMS no more. And then when you go to his GMS Solo Dolo site, which I was watching his videos this morning, some in my spirit just to go watch those videos. He don't even give double honors to the elders of GMS, man. So you know, all these scriptures need to be fulfilled, man. Give double honors to your elders. So you have to give double honors to your elders, man. And you know, I always tell brothers, you got to be careful with what words you use and what words you say. And you know, he caught himself this last time today when we were all having that council, because he said, you know, I learned from the elders. He says, well, you know, I learned from the elders. But you know, when the first couple times he said it, I'm thinking to myself, well, shit, I'm still learning from the elders, man. There's no end cap. The scriptures tell you that in glorifying the Most High, even then you can never go far enough. And the scriptures tell you, you know, that those that have been before us, you know, Paul and Peter, you know, teaching people, they said that they have walked so that we would know how to walk to please the Most High, so that we could abound more and more, so that we could grow more and more, continue to grow, man. And the growth doesn't stop at just knowing the doctrine and the scriptures. The growth even comes in with discernment, man. Because discernment is something that comes with time, man. To be able to discern how to handle this situation or that situation, when to turn the fire on and when to tone it down, man. But you got to keep that lamp burning, man.
If I can say this, and you can learn all the scriptures you can possibly learn. If you ain't living them scriptures, man, you're being wicked, man. You coming up out here telling these people America's gonna be destroyed, telling specifically those of our nation, 2/3, you know, that the Most High gonna deal with them. All right, but if you ain't living what you preaching, that makes you a motherfucking hypocrite,
right,
man.
You've never become a new creature. Like, I've told these brothers things about my past that I've done, and you know, Tazabah tried to bring that up to hold that against me, like that's my work, that's my fruit. That's the old me, man. I haven't done any of the old shit I've ever done, man. So he don't even receive brothers, man. He don't even receive those that are working towards salvation, man. But he'll receive guys that had the police looking for him in 2 states.
The nigga that stole his baby mama shit and blamed it on you.
Right, you're gonna forgive that.
And then he gets kicked out the camp, kicked out of GMS, and you forgive him. That's just off, man.
You already forgave him when they got kicked out of the camp. And when they got kicked out of the camp, everything that was said and done, okay, that's it. That's it on it. There's no grudge left over. That's why the scripture says, let not the sun go down upon thy wrath, man. Don't hold no grudge. That doesn't mean that okay, yeah, you get over, you accept that's what it was. That doesn't give you cause to go be friendly with them again. The Lord told Jeremiah to pray not for these people. These people gotta die. And then, you know, the kicker is this, because Tazabah, he changed his stance, and he was saying that he said no, I'm saying that the enemies are the elect. So he switched his stance in the middle of this week. And we know you switched your stand. He won't admit it, but there's witnesses even in Arizona. Yada Rosh and Yashamai. And guess who else is down in Arizona? Kariya and Mahar, the brothers from LA. The spirit, man.
Hey, it's a spirit because
So let me finish the point. The point is that, because Tazaba, I guess he's calling all kinds of different camps, asking them what their breakdown is, and even the brother in Yakol in the Bay, okay, who I've had you know, problems with in the past, but we got over our bullshit too. Even Yakol told him, no, that's the wrong breakdown and understanding. And the brothers in Arizona, it's known that Tazaba was damn near yelling at these brothers in a compassionate, you know, the brother, where's Kariya, he heard Yashamai in a compassionate debate with someone, but he didn't think to ask, you know, whose it wasn't his business. But later on, you know, the man La'ah, he called Kariya, and I called Barak from LA for help too, just to make sure I knew what the fuck I was talking about. He was like, yeah, man, it's talking about brothers in the camp. It's not talking about these 2/3. First and foremost, when it says your enemies in there, the elders make it clear your enemies are Israelites, so that you know it's not talking about Edomites, because that's like a John 3:16 scripture. If you have the wrong understanding, that's like John 3:16. God so loved the world, right? So now you know it's talking about Israelites, but it goes deeper. Then it's talking about the elect and the body. That's why Yahweh Shai said in Matthew 18, he said, if there's a fault between you and a brother, you go and you tell it between him, and then you get, okay, come. I think it's like 15 to 17. 15 to 17. So Yahweh Shai gives you the order, right? And we went through all those motions and orders with Alizé and Marcella down there that are in San Diego now, and they got cast out as heathen men. So what fellowship does light have with dark? Go ahead.
Matthew 18 and 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, and go tell him his fault between thee and him alone, if he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother.
Right, and every brother he called to him, no, that's the wrong doctrine. And then Tazabal is saying that you got a lot of guys in GMS that don't believe everything the elders said, then why the fuck are you in the camps? Leave, man. Leave or get kicked out. Can two walk together, at least they be agreed? You have to be agreed, man. Because the nation and kingdom divided against itself cannot stand, man. We're a body united in Yahweh Shai, man. So if you guys out there, if what he says is true, and you got a lot of guys out there that don't believe what the elders are teaching, get the fuck out of GMS, man. The Lord don't need divisions like that, man.
Hey, I'm gonna say this, man. Me speaking as a man, if you don't believe what the elders, everything the elders have said is coming to pass, man. And it's the spirit of the Most High. So if you got a problem with that, fuck you, man. That's coming from me. Fuck you, man. That's some bullshit, man. We're at the last leg of this shit, and you got niggas being niggas, man.
Right. And then this guy talks about, says, oh, well, the elders are just men. The elders are just men. Well, you know what? They're righteous men, man. The Lord ain't dealing with king of the 2/3, queen of the 2/3. The Lord ain't dealing with those guys. The Lord's dealing with GMS and Elder Tahar.
Hey, and that's a beautiful point. This brother gonna back up what you just said. And Tajabah, he came to me and we talked. And he was like, well, if that's the case, love your enemy. He was trying to apply that to wicked ass niggas. He's like, what about the Elder Ariyah and so on and so forth? Well, I said, you know, I don't have too much knowledge on that. That's something above my pay grade, so to say. So, you know, I'll let the elders deal with that, because that's their elder. But I will say this, I told him, I said, but the elders believe him to be a man of the Lord. That's the difference. You can look at Zabak and tell that's not a man of the Lord. So on and so forth, man.
The elders are spiritual men. You don't think the elders have the discernment to say, hey, look, man, Arya, he's gonna snap out of it. What if the Most High, what if the Most High set Arya up as a stumbling block so that you guys could trip over that fact, and then at the last minute, you see Arya in a chariot, and you're not, and you see him, then you see him in the kingdom, and you're like, damn, Arya was a man of the Lord the whole time. And look, they've been telling Satan to get right, and now he got Parkinson's, man. He got the shakes, right? So you got to be spiritual, man. A spiritual man judgeth all things, man. You got to be spiritual. That's why it says they are also spiritually discerned, man.